first thing I'm going to do is prep my skin. Of course, I'm going to be using the Mario Badescu Rose Water Spray. I'm just spritzing it all over. And next, I'm going to be going in with foundation, but I'm not going to be using like the normal foundation because it's going to be hot, and more than likely I'm going to be sweating that stuff off. So I'm going to be using this throwback product, and it is this Covergirl BB Cream. It's all dirty because it's super like old, but whatever. It works. It's like a tinted moisturizer, so it'll give you that coverage, slight coverage, but it'll also protect your skin from the sun. And next, I'm going to be prepping my brows, and for that, I'm going to be using the Anastasia Beverly Hills gel. I gel my brows before I do them because it just sits them in place. My brows just do not ever want to cooperate, so I just got to prep them first and just let that chill for a second. And while that's doing that, I'm just going to go one more round in with the Beauty Blender, just make sure everything is all set. And also to prep, I'm just going to be bouncing around here because, you know, why not? I'm going to be prepping my lids, and for that I'm going to be using the Professional. I used to use the Urban Decay, you know, primer, eyelid primer, but this honestly just works the exact same, so just been making it work. Now that my brows are all dry, I'm going to be going in with my Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade to be filling them in, and I am in the shade medium brown. And for this look, I'm going to do a more like feathery texture than just like a strong brow. Because you're going to be outdoors and everything, the light shines through with your harsh makeup, I feel. So I just wanted to make it look as natural as possible. Okay, now that brows are done, I'm going to be moving on to the lids, and to start that off, I'm going to be using my Anastasia Beverly Hills Modern Renaissance palette. I just feel like there's a lot of neutral tones in here that are really good to work with, but first I'm actually going to set my lids. So I'm just going to be taking like a bone color from this is the Kat Von D Shade and Light palette, and I'm just going to be placing that all over the lid so that I don't crease. To start off, I'm going to be using the Raw Sienna shade right here in the corner just to get a color on my lid. I'm just going to put that right in the crease. Next, I'm going to be going in with the Tartette in Bloom palette, and the first color I'm going to be using is this shade Rebel. It's this nice mauve tone, and that's just going to deepen up my crease some more. Next, to add more sparkle, I'm going to be going in with this shade Firecracker right here. Oh, that's so ugly. You can look at my thing like that. Whatever though. It's the shade of Firecracker right there. And this is bronzy tone. But for this, I'm going to actually be using my finger to apply. Just feel like it applies better. Just put that right in the center of the lid. Now for the bottom lash line, I'm going to be going in with the shade Leader, and it is this kind of like mahogany shade. You can't really see it, but close up it's more purpley tone, and I feel like when you have brown eyes, purple tones tend to like bring out your eyes more and just make them pop, so I'm going to be placing that on the lower lash line. And also, I'm going to be taking that shade Leader and a little bit more fluffier brush, and I mean not Leader, Rebel, and just placing that on the lower lash line and just smoking it out a little more. And just to bring out my eyes even more, I'm going to be going back in with that Anastasia palette and taking the shade Primavera, and this is gold shade right here, and just placing that on the inner corner. I'm actually going to use a brush for that because I feel like it gets more of a precise, you know, if you know what I mean. So after I added the inner corner and everything, I also added these little bedazzly jewels at the bottom just to add a little extra. This is optional, of course. You don't have to do it, but I just want to be, you know, the most as usual. And next up, I'm going to be applying some highlight to under my brow bone, just to, you know, make sure all the glitter and everything is cohesive. Now I'm going to be heating up my face, or warming up my face with some bronzer. And I usually go in with the Shade and Light palette, but because I want my face to look very warm and just like summery, I'm going to be going in with my Too Faced Dark Chocolate Soleil, and this is in the shade Deep Tan Matte Brown. Oh goodness. So just where you would usually contour, that's where I'm just going to be bronzing. Again, I don't like going in too heavy with too much face product because it's hot and I'm not trying to be doing all that. But to contour my nose, I am going to be going in with the Shade and Light palette because, you know, that nose needs to be snatched. Looks, and if it's too much, you can just rub it out with your fingers. And then going back in with the highlight again, I'm going to be placing that on my nose. The bridge of my nose, and, you know, the cheekbones. And I like applying it with my fingers because I just feel like it gives a better payoff than if I were to use like a fan brush or something. It's just something I've been doing. Okay, next I'm just going to be setting that, or just making sure all the powders solidify, and using the Mario Badescu spray once again. Okay. And then for lips, girl, it's going to be hot, so I'm not going to be doing too much with the lips. Just tapping it with this Lippie stick from Colourpop, and is in the shade Grunge. And I'm just going to be tapping it. Just to get a little bit of color. Not trying to do too much. So doing too much with lips is too much. So this is the completed makeup look, and now on to the fit. But yes, so it's another look. We like to party.
It's driving me crazy.